Welcome to my channel, Whiskey Wednesday, episode 5. Can you believe that? 5 weeks. It's got to be what? Probably 6 weeks since I had that conversation with 365 Days of Silver. And he just put that comment in Whiskey Wednesday, and here we're done. We're growing. We're growing as a channel, and I always look forward to my Whiskey Wednesdays. And I must admit, since last week, it has gone down a little bit more than how I left it last Wednesday. But yeah, I'm enjoying this one very much. So we'll listen. Gorgeous sound. Get me glass out from Shiny Precious Metals. A nice glass. I haven't got illuminated ice cubes like 365 has. They're really cool, aren't they? And I see he's bought some new ones today, or he opened some new ones today that you can refrigerate and recycle, which well, what a good idea that is. So cheers everybody, welcome to another episode. Wow, lovely. Okay, channels. I've got a few things written down. So first of all, this week, I don't know if anyone's seen it, hopefully you have. I've been talking to Cobra Stacker, and I think I've mentioned it last week that I was going to hopefully do something with another YouTuber, and yeah, it was Cobra. What a I say what a performance, but the we are a little bit older than probably most of you watching this, but saying that, we had a challenge of trying to work out probably one of the best ways to do a video and together, and we got our heads around it and we did it, and I think we did it, was it last night? I'm sure it was last night, and on Cobra's channel, and that was brilliant. I loved it. We had a good go at it. I put the link on my community page if you want to have a look. But yeah, really enjoyed that. We've got some great ideas going forward with that, and we're going to explore that and continue to do that. So thank you very much, Cobra. Really enjoyed it. Look forward to the next lot, which is coming very soon, actually. So yeah, that was really cool. I can't believe that, you know, in 2 weeks, from going from, I don't even know whether I'll ever get 1 subscriber to, I think I've got 111 or 112 now, in a very short period of time. And one of the amazing things that I'm experiencing is the community and the people out of the blue that I'm starting to talk to, that obviously I've never met before, got common interest. It's lovely, and I thank you all for doing what you're doing and making me, or accepting me as part of that community, which is really cool. So yeah, I'll have a drink to that one. I'm loving it. It's yeah, a really good journey. It's a great experience for me. Right, second thing, what did I want to say? Stat collector. I've got it written down here, the stat. Oh yeah, I just wanted to say the stat collector. I'm getting a little bit addicted to your channel now. I'm even starting to dig out old coins like these. You can't really see that one. This is a crown, 1977 crown. I think from Queen Elizabeth Jubilee, that all the banks in the day back in 77 were giving out as commemorative coins. And yeah, he's inspiring me to look at other things other than silver bullion, silver coins, gold, which is really cool. And yeah, I'm loving it. And what I really did enjoy it, eventually it took me a while to catch up with it. He did a live stream a week ago. It was on the Thursday, and it was 3 hours long. It was like a marathon, but I was glued to it. I didn't catch it live. I can't remember. I think I had my grandchildren. I don't know, but I was doing something. and I couldn't really catch it in live. I did jump in at the latter part of it, but I jumped back out again and started to watch it from the beginning. And I did over 3 sessions, which is really cool. But yeah, hats off. Really enjoyed it. The time on these videos goes so quickly, which is really cool. And yeah, fair play. 3 hours. What a good stint that was. So yeah, really enjoyed that. It's becoming a go-to channel for me, and the Stack Collectors. We comment quite a bit, and yeah, what a gentleman. He's a nice guy, really nice guy. So yeah, check him out. Must check him out. Check him out. Check Cobra out. They're always super cool. What else did I wanted to just say thank you to? Obviously, um, I've got a new subscriber, a KW. KW? He goes by the name of KW. He's Canadian stacker. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Yeah, just thank you very much. You comment a lot on my videos, and that's really appreciated. Appreciated. Helps the channel grow, and you've all got nice things to say, and that's really cool. And I just wanted to shout out to you, buddy. Thank you very much. Indeed. I did on today's video that I did out my garden. I did do the giveaway information, so you want to check that one out. And there's a question on there, and the winner, which I'll announce, I'll get Mrs. CPM to pick out the winner on Sunday, and we'll do a video of that, and you'll get a silver Britannia coin, probably a King Charles one, 2023 obviously. So yeah, I'll send that out to whoever wins that, so that's really cool. So moving on, questions. I had some really cool questions this week. 365. What can I say about 365? He sent me some questions, and I'll get to that in a minute. But what an inspiration to watch what he does. He's so creative. He so motivates me to push myself to learn stuff about psychology of presentation, how he puts himself across to his audience, which is obviously been great benefit. He's extremely good at what he's doing, and he's a super nice guy. He's very supportive of the channel, but he's very supportive of everyone's channels. That's the way it comes across, and that's really super cool. I love that in anything. But yeah, I'm loving that he's being pushed on by all our backgrounds, and he's coming up with more very reasonably cheap, very effective. Well, I should say not only visually effective, but very cost-effective ways of keeping an audience glued to what he's pushing out, and the material he's pushing out is really cool. So yeah, I do blow smoke up his backside quite a bit, but hey, he's a big influence on what I'm doing. So yeah, thank you very much, dude. Always have a drink, because you're a whiskey guy anyway, so that's cool. Anyway, he asked me some really cool questions during the week, and his first, I haven't brought my glasses over into my studio like an idiot, but I shall try and read them without my glasses. If not, I might have to just pop off and get them. Anyway, he said, do my children watch my videos? No, they don't. I think my daughter's asked me how I'm getting on, and she's asked me for what my channel name is, and I told her, and I heard nothing from it since. But that's fair enough. My youngest son, is the last thing he's interested in is watching anything I do online, because he's really busy gaming and doing his stuff. And my oldest boy is, he's doing his thing. And he's very supportive, but yeah, none of them have mentioned that they've seen any of my stuff, and they'll probably be really embarrassed knowing my children, although they're not children anymore, they're young adults. but they will always be my kiddies. So yeah, the answer to that one, excuse me, is I'm not aware, and they certainly haven't said anything that they've watched it. So I can't really answer the second one because you said, what do they think? And I think silence says everything to me. They're just basically not interested. They'll only be interested if I become some super duper YouTuber, and then they'll probably be really interested. But at the moment, no, they're busy with their own little lives, and I like it that way anyway. This is great. This is a bit of freedom for me, and I'm out of the way. And then you said, do my children invest in precious metals? That's a great question. My oldest son doesn't. He's busy working hard, bless him, with his partner, and they're trying to save up for a house. So all their pennies are, and they live in the southeast of England, and it's ridiculously costly down there. But they've both got really good jobs, and I hope that continues. But they're on their path to getting a deposit. But those deposits down there, like everywhere in this country, are ridiculously, massive amounts of money you need. It's crazy. But we'll touch on that in a minute with another question. So yeah, my oldest son doesn't. My daughter doesn't invest in precious metals. She just relies on me giving them to her. Typical daughter. She'd be laughing if she heard me say that. But no, as far as I'm aware, she hasn't. She has bought some Bitcoin, which she keeps in cold storage. Well, actually, I look after that for her in cold storage. So that's really cool. But no, as far as I'm aware, she hasn't bought any. She does hold silver because one, she likes it. She likes the yeah the more expensive ones. The animal anything with animals on, she really likes. So for birthdays and Christmases and bits and pieces like that, I buy her a few coins, and she's very happy with that. So that's her investment. Hasn't come out of her pocket. It comes out of Dad's pocket. Which is really cool. But my youngest son, he he's following what I'm doing basically, in his own sort of way. So he invests in Bitcoin like his dad does, but he's like, I don't encourage my children to do anything. What we do is talk about it, and then I encourage them to think about it like I say in my videos, and let them make those decisions based on what they're comfortable with. So yeah, he's done the Bitcoin thing. He's got gold, he's got silver. So yes, he does invest. He invests with me every month, which is really cool because that keeps the postage and package down when we order online. So he's silently stacking silver. Every now and then he'll buy a little piece of gold as well, which is really cool. And he's got all sorts of other stuff, bits and pieces too, that he invests in. But as far as precious metals goes, yes, he does. And yeah, that's really cool, because on the very brief occasion that we get to talk, we've got something in common to talk about, which is great. It's fantastic. So there you go, 365. Thank you very much for your questions. Really cool. I hope that answers it. Well, I have answered it to the best of my ability there. So yeah, great. Thank you. So Camel Finance. Camel. Oh wow, there's another one. I blow smoke up his backside as well. But I've learnt so much from Camel Finance's channel. You've heard me talk about it so many times. But yeah, he bless him. He sent me a couple of questions. One of them's really cool. Well, they're all really cool, but one of them's really had to make me think about what I want to say. But the first one is, do I drink anything other than whiskey? Well, well, this is all you ever flipping see in my hands most of the time. I did have an old speckled hen on the video I did with Cobra yesterday, but that upsets my stomach a little bit. So yeah, most of the time, well, not most of the time, because really I try and keep my whiskey till Wednesday, which is really cool. Cheers, everyone. But I do like a Guinness. I'm a bit particular over my Guinness, but yeah, I'm a big Guinness fan. On the odd occasion, I might like a glass of red wine, but again, I have to watch that because that has a tendency to upset me. But yeah, my choice would always be, if I was going to have a couple of pints, it would be Guinness for sure. And if I was going to have a relax and a chill out, if I can discipline myself, it will be whiskey every day of the week. But saying that, I do like cooking. I do a lot of cooking as well, which is really cool. I enjoy that, and I will have a gin and tonic while I'm drinking while I'm cooking, just one, which is super cool. All the rest of the time it's tea, and the stat collector. I do like my caramel lattes as well. My wife buys me a box every week, so that's really nice. So yeah, that was that first question, and then the next one was okay, cool. Then he said, youngsters. God, we need to look at this. Youngsters, young generations all dream of a property, getting a property. And then he's put, is it worth the giant mortgage or waiting a while and investing? Oh, that's right, and investing in building a portfolio, an investment portfolio. So what he's saying is, you know, young people nowadays have massive mortgages. I mean, it's really opened my eyes up since my son's been looking. You know, you're looking at 35-year mortgages now, just to get on the mortgage ladder and repay, be able to do the repayments at figures that you can afford, as long as you've got a fairly big deposit. So I get where he's coming from, really. You know, if you had a chance when you're younger, do you invest and build an investment portfolio at a young age to then slightly add to as you grow through your years? Or do you really work really hard, build that deposit up, miss out probably on, I don't know, probably for most people trying to get a decent deposit now, a good 5 years of saving maybe, because you've all got to live, to get a decent deposit, to get on the housing ladder, to then have something hang around your neck for 35 years, probably be 40 soon. And then it's a hard one because with the cost of living, especially at the moment, if you've got a high mortgage, your food bills have gone up through the roof. The general running of the mill costs have gone through the roof. Your energy costs have gone through the roof. I wouldn't have personally thought, unless you're really fortunate, I wouldn't have personally thought that many people have got much money to have that left over to even think about investing. Maybe enough, possibly, to buy a couple of ounces of silver a month, unless you're really fortunate, you know. And so it's a great question, and I really don't know how to answer it. All I can do is I look at my son, my oldest son, who's trying to get on the housing market ladder, and he's saving every single ounce of money, him and his partner, and you know, and hopefully, as long as you can keep your job and the job's healthy and you can earn the same money and it's consistent, which in this day and age there is no guarantee of that. You've got to weigh it up. You've got to weigh up: is it worth it, or is it not? So it's a great question, and it's very thought provoking because I really don't know. I don't know what would be the best thing to do. I'll try and look at it from. Let me try and answer it. Come on, CPN. If I really knuckled down from an early age, maybe from 19, 20, I would be tempted to maybe probably try and get an investment portfolio going, while I was working hard for a couple of years and get a core in there, and then keep that core to one side and let that grow in time. And then as soon as I could, try and save up and get on the housing market. And if it doesn't look like I'm going to get on that housing market, I've got that money to then reinvest into a portfolio that's been growing for the last couple of years. So that's probably how I would look at it. But I'm not in that position, so I can't 100% say that's what I would do. It's just, I don't know about you guys, when I ever think about it, because my three kids are all going through this stage in life, I just can't help but feel so flipping sorry for the younger generation out there. It's hard, it's tough, unless you've got a great bank of mum and dad, or you left some sort of big inheritance down the line to get you either into investment as a big investment to get you kicked off, or to help you get on the housing market. If you haven't got that, which I would hazard a guess, a large proportion of the people in the UK and probably in the world haven't, or are not in that position. I feel really sorry. I feel bad actually when I really seriously think about it, and also I feel very lucky that I'm not in that position. But I think what we need to do, as I've said in many a video, is we need to hope, work out, and have some faith in this system, which I explained last week, that it works itself out. And then while I'm going round and round and round, that's why I put my silver out around the board today, while we're going round on this hamster wheel, try and do what we can to build a little bit of wealth in the circumstances that we find ourselves in. But I do know from experience, and I was talking with Cobra about it the other day, yeah, it was very different when we was in our 20s. I think he mentioned that in a video the other day. Very different indeed. But all is not lost, because there's opportunity out there, and that's why I like watching Campbell's YouTube channel, because he's opened my eyes up to opportunity that makes me understand what I can do with my investments, and hopefully pass that on to my children, and they will pass on to their grandchildren, and we'll all be trying to do our thing for the youngsters out there. And the other thing that helps me as well is, from a channel point of view, I can try and portray that out on my channel to hopefully help people out. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that question, which was really cool. Very good question actually to try and talk about, because I have to try and think in the shoes of a 20-year-old or 30-year-old. Yeah, really cool. Thank you very much, Camel, for that. And he put at the end, bless him, which is really cool. He says, how are the Fox Cubs doing? Well, the Fox Cubs are doing absolutely brilliantly. I did a little short yesterday, and yeah, I was a little bit late feeding them because I was doing that video with Cobra. So I was a little bit late feeding, and they turned up, and as you can see in the short, they were just looking as if to say, like, where's me food, Dad? Where's me food? But yeah, they're very healthy. They are looking really good actually, considering they lost Mum, unfortunately. Well, I presume it was Mum. We have not seen her since. We found saw the fox dead in the road, so really sad. But yeah, the foxes are doing very well. Great, thank you for thinking of them. They play a big part of my channel actually. It's quite funny actually. Nature is pulling in some people into the channel, which is super cool, because that's a good introduction into precious metals and investment, which is fantastic. So yeah, that was my questions. Really great questions. Wow, that took up 25 minutes. Pardon me. Cheers, everybody. So, what did I want to talk about? I was a little bit late tonight. I went for a good walk, like I try and do in the evenings. When I got back, I just had a quick look, just to see if on the FOMC meeting, that's the Fed Reserve meeting, see what they were going to do with the interest rates. And Looks like they've paused it, I believe. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens next. I find it all fascinating watching that, the psychology of that gameplay playing out. Again, I'm not qualified to answer much on those sort of things, which is why I enjoy channels like Camel Finance, and he doesn't sponsor me. I just like the channel. Anyway, so my channel. I was a little bit in the not in the doldrums, thinking I hit 100 subscribers, and I was thinking, oh crikey, I'm really enjoying this. And then all of a sudden, I think I mentioned on the video, does anyone get to a stage where they think, oh, what way do I want to go now? Not that I was having 100 subscribers as a goal, but I just got to a stage where do I want to go? So this is where I want to go. I'm really starting to enjoy not only what I'm doing with, or about to continue to do with Cobra. That's going to be very satisfying and very exciting to explore and see where that goes. But I'm really enjoying trying to put together videos and create videos to help young people and help anybody, but especially young people. And this week I thought to myself, well, what's the best way I can do this? Well, going forward, obviously continue doing what I'm doing because I like precious metals and all my investments and bits and pieces. But I want to explore more about how I can help with creative videos and creative product through YouTube. So I'm going to probably ask for a bit of help here. What I would like to do for me to get a better understanding of how younger people think, especially in this day and age, I would like to very much ask people if they would like to do a not a live but a joint video with me, where we can explore and within reason definitely within reason, where we can explore and I can understand why people are doing what they're doing, and understand the mentality of where people are, so I can then start to put together better video content to direct people in a better way. So I'm going to ask the community for help, and so I'm going to leave my my email address in the description of this video. It seems very serious this week, doesn't it? Oh. Excuse me. But I'm going to leave my description in the video this week. Description. I'm going to leave my email address. So if anyone would like, and obviously we'd have a chat beforehand, if anyone would like to be not my guinea pig, but be a guest on my channel, where I would love to get to know new stackers, existing stackers, long-term stackers, anyone from any investment community, where I can just talk to them and have a conversation, and ask questions about, nothing deep or anything, unless someone wants to go deep, that's up to them. But just ask questions for me to get a better idea and understanding, so I can just literally relate better to you guys out there. And women, I keep going on about women, I don't see a lot of women investor YouTubers. I know there's is it Tuli? Is that how you say her name? She's doing a great job over in, I think it's America there. But yeah, I don't see many others. You see a few in the Bitcoin community, but not in precious metals. But then I'm not sure it's such as big a community in the UK as it is in America anyway. But yeah, from anywhere in the world, as long as you can do a Zoom call and you got that facility, I would really enjoy that. And I would learn so much, and I think from our conversations, as long as everyone's comfortable with the conversations, then it'd be interesting to put those sort of videos out there, and you know, as a community, then we can try and help understand more that mentality of where people are, you know, why people stack, why they might be scared to stack, why they feel embarrassed to stack, you know, all those relevant questions that I think will be really useful. So that's where I want to go. That's what I would really feel very comfortable doing going forward. So if anyone wants to do that, that's really cool. Please just drop me an email, and we'll sort something out. We'll have a chat through it. I'm not going to just throw anyone in the deep end. We'll have a chat through it, and yeah, I think that would be really exciting. I think that would be of great benefit to the younger community and the community as a whole, really, because it's all right. I quite often think, and I think I mentioned it in a video today, it's all right me slinging all this precious metals out there for everyone to go, oh, look at that. That is really cool. But there's people, you know, I mustn't forget that there are people out there that would so love to be able to just be confident just to have one of these, or in a position to have one of these, and for some reasons in their circumstances they can't, and I think that's grossly overlooked. It's not all about the shiny goody in my eyes anyway. Of course it is, and I I love it. You know, there's no disputing that, and I love people's channels that have got all that. It's great. It's fantastic. But to encourage more people to get in, you know, I look at it and think, you know, I've got to understand that and try to put more relevant videos that hopefully will encourage them, and by opening up my channel to people to come on to, might encourage people to get involved, which is really cool. I think it's a great idea. We'll give it a go. We'll see if it works. Maybe someone might want to, maybe they won't. It's absolutely not a problem, but it's just a gut feeling. I love to follow my gut. I love to follow my true self. And so, yeah, I thought I'll put that out there this week on Whisky Wednesday. So, yes, that's what I wanted to say on that. Other than that, that's it for Whisky Wednesday this week. Pretty short and sweet for a Whisky Wednesday, but I'm really hoping we get some response to that, because that will really get my brain going, and nothing would please me more than to see people better themselves, not only financially but just personally as well. So yeah, that's going to be my aim. I found it. I found what I was looking for. Through this, you know, this medium of exchange of views and words. That's what I've found, and that really sits cool in my heart. So that's going to be my priority, to try and build that side of the channel more than anything, but still enjoy stacking, collecting, watching, learning, because it's one continual process for me. So yeah, that's it. Coming up, I've got, hopefully in about a week's time, 2 weeks' time, I'm gonna treat myself to something. No, I can't say what it is, just in case I don't do it, and I might bottle it. But bottle it means back out. It's a bit of a southern word. Yeah, I'm pretty excited by the way things are going. Thank you ever so much if you've made it this far and listened to me drabble on. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate the support I'm getting now It's yeah. I for the my channel isn't big, obviously, but for the time I'm trying to put into it, I do not know how people like 365, anyone with 1,000 plus, well, 500 plus, manages to keep on top of the comments, the video content, and you know, for many of us, work, be a dad if you're a dad, or a mum if you're a mum, um, and do all this stuff. It's a real full time thing. You've got to really love it, and you've got to have a reason. So yeah, hats off. I salute you all. I salute everyone that is trying to better themselves. It's tough out there. I really do not know. I have not got a crystal ball. I wish I did. I haven't got a crystal ball, so I have no idea where we're going. But my gut says it ain't. It's not going to be cool for a little while. So yeah, buckle yourself down. Don't panic. Love each other if you've got someone to love. Be a good dad. Be a good mum. Look after your children. But the most important thing you've got to do is look after yourselves, for sure. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. Cheers to everybody. Bless you all. Take care. See you soon. Bye.